a scene like this where the main character is being interrogated by somebody, how would you handle that in XR? Already, this game deals with mental illness and various issues that some people are more sensitive to than others. If you were, so it's already could be traumatizing to some people. However, if you put it in XR and you're the one getting interrogated, you're the one getting hit, it's first person, how would you handle that in XR, especially VR, in a way that does not cause trauma? Especially as we start getting more and more realistic in our experiences. Everyone's pushing for hyper realistic. Everyone's wanting everything to look the same as it does in the real world. And when actually, no, you don't, because that's going to start messing with your memories, and it's going to start messing with what was real, what was not. Just like at the beginning of this game, it said, this game's not real. Do you accept that? Do you not accept that? Imagine that in XR. What would the repercussions be if we were to create a hyper-realistic interrogation scene, torture scene, and we're the main player, and we can see ourselves right now, but in XR we can't see ourselves because we're the player, first person, like it is in reality. And all of these people are pushing for hyper-reality without even thinking about the repercussions of that. It's a high risk of trauma. There's a high risk of a lot of false memories and delusions that are going to start playing in if we get it to hyper-real. So there are reasons that you don't want hyper-real. And those things need to be addressed before people, because people really like to bowl into tech. Yes, we can do it. Yes, we can make it real. Yes, we can make it just like it is in real life, because that's so cool. And then we don't think about the ethics behind that or the consequences of our action. You have to think through the ethics of hyper-realism, especially with certain types of games or topics. For example, mental health issues and violence in XR specifically. It's not you can separate yourself from it if it's in 2D, but if you're immersed in it, that's a completely different thing. But if you're immersed in it and it's hyper-real, it can cause trauma, and it can cause false memories, which can then affect your own health and your own mental state, or player health, player mental state. So like, for example, the torture scene where he was being interrogated, you're in first person. You're not having an out-of-body experience watching someone else get hit. It's you. And psychologically, even though we're in XR, we are embodied in that experience, in that world.